everyone, welcome to a day in my life video. So I'm currently using the Jib and Tacho for my planner. It's like a Japanese planner and I really love it because it's got the vertical weekly layouts. So I usually just use it to block out my time for each day and make a rough plan. And then I've written out like a more concrete plan for the day here. So I'm recording this intro now, and then I need to do some reading for my illustration degree. And then I'm going to try and write up some notes from that into Obsidian on my computer. Then I need to post an Instagram story, and then I'll take a quick lunch break and have a walk to the library. After that I've got some admin things to do, and then I like to finish a big batch of reels and record some voiceovers, so I've got them ready to go for the next few months. And then it'll be the end of the day. So before we start, I thought I could pick one of these like little affirmation cards. So let's see what message we get. Okay, I picked this one. It says, "You did it. Hooray, success is here or just around the corner. You've worked hard and your efforts are paying off. Congratulate yourself and truly savor your fantastic victory. Just remember that success comes in cycles, so we can't be at the top of our game 24/7. We succeed, celebrate, rest, renew, and succeed again. Know where you are in this journey. You did it before and you'll do it again and again." So that's our message for today, and I'm going to go and get some reading done now. So I'm currently reading The Power of Fun by Catherine Price. And it was kind of like an unexpected book that I found in the library, because I've mainly been reading these other books about like cuteness and aesthetics for my degree, but this one's added this like extra element about playfulness and the joy of I don't know, I think it kind of does connect to these ideas about cuteness as well. But yeah, in this book she has this interesting idea of how we might mistake fun for just a fake fun, like fast food, where it's not really wholesome or good for us. So to have true fun, you need that playful element, also a connection to people or just to your environment, and to be in a flow, so you're not getting all these distractions that might be part of fake fun, like scrolling through your phone. So I found it to be a really good book, but she does seem kind of like a bit too anti-phone, which has been a bit annoying, because I think you can have, there is some good from using our phones, but people seem to like really demonize it these days. So I'm trying this like new method of really processing everything that I'm reading by using these really big post-it notes that take up the whole page. So then instead of like putting the notes in the margins, it's got the same feeling of writing the notes in the book, but you can take this off afterwards. So these were my notes from earlier in the book, and I've already typed these up into Obsidian on my computer. So I think this morning I'm gonna try to finish the last chapter of part 1. And because it's a library book and I'm so slow at reading, I've already renewed it 4 times, and the library said no more renewals. So I need to return it today, basically. Otherwise I'll have to pay the fines. But the second section is, I think it'll be less useful for my degree, because it's kind of more practical stuff about just ideas about adding fun into your life. Whereas this first section is more of the concept around fun, which has some really good points for what I need to write about. So yeah, I'm going to read this and take lots of notes. Okay, it is now a couple of hours later, and I finished the chapter that I wanted to read in this book, and I've taken a few more notes. So now I've got my laptop on with Obsidian open, and I'm gonna type up these into here. So I've already started one. This here, yeah. So all the ones I crossed off in these notes is what I've put into here already. And this is quite nice because you can close each section. So yeah, I just need to add all my notes under chapter 3. And then the idea with Obsidian, which I'm only just starting, so I've not filled it out completely, is that you gather these source notes, which is what this is, where it's all your notes straight from the book, but then you make individual atomic notes, which is taken from the idea about Zettelkastens and the second brain, where it's like individual index cards, like these. You put a single idea in each note, and then instead of having chronological pages of all your ideas, you can have them loose like this, and so it's also, you know, each of these pages is like a loose note, and then you go to this different view and you can see how all your separate ideas can like connect to each other. So I started tagging some of the key ideas, like fun obviously, so then that actually links to this other book that I'm reading, and then making these connections leads to like new ideas and discoveries. So right now it's really useful to go towards my uni work, because we need to write a report for that. But I'm hoping like when I fill this out, it's just going to be useful like for ideas going forward in my whole creative journey and everything. Yeah, so hopefully I will try to share more about how I build this out in like future vlogs and things. But yeah, there's loads of really good videos already about how people are using this, which I will try to link down below. Yeah, now it is almost lunchtime, so I'm gonna take about half an hour to type up the notes from chapter 3, and then I will have a break. It is now almost 1 o'clock and I have finished writing up the notes from chapter 3. Some of the most interesting points that have come out is kind of the circular nature of things like fun and laughing and positive experiences. So like she was saying, if you laugh more, then you're more likely to find humour in everyday life, and then you're more likely to laugh at things. And then if you're having what else? Yeah, if you're having fun, you feel happier, so you're more likely to experience fun and then feel even happier. And just similar ideas of how it all builds on top of each other like that. And even here she was saying it having more fun, it encourages you to try new things, gives you more creativity, and then you get more ideas, and also less fear and a lack of self-consciousness. And then in turn you just become more creative and more insightful. So yeah, I think there's a lot of really good material here for my uni work, but also for some really nice life lessons to try and put into practice. But now I'm gonna have a break, have something to eat, and go out for a walk. Okay, it is now 3 p.m. I'm back from the library. I paid my 20p fine. And I got absolutely soaked in the rain, but now it's lovely and sunny again. But in the theme of the book I was reading earlier, I was just kind of laughing at being caught in the rain rather than getting angry. So it was quite fun, really. And now I've just changed into some comfy trousers because my skirt got drenched. So let's look at my plan again. So I did the reading and typing up my notes. I shared an Instagram story, and I've just had my lunch and a walk. And next I was going to do a few admin things, but I think I'll do the Reels editing first, because I can just do these admin things in the evening, and they're more likely to distract me into doing other random stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna focus for an hour on this, and then I'll have a quick coffee break and do 1 more hour, and then finish off my day. Okay, it's now 4 o'clock and I've got these 6 reels ready for voiceovers, and then I'm working on this one, which I just need to film a few extra clips for, because I'm kind of showing them just blank here and I want to show how they're now painted. So I will have a break and then film those and try to do a few voiceovers. Okay, I've got my coffee and now I'm gonna basically film some little clips of the painted clay things that I've made, and then I will just be able to add those in to the reel that I was showing you before. So I'm just using my phone. Oh, don't drop it. And I just hold up for each item. Okay, so I've got the footage on my laptop now, and then I'm hoping I can just like grab one. Say this is the little moon, and right here I'm showing the unpainted version. So if I just drop that there, and then I'll like trim it down here. More. Yeah, so then it's like the blank, and that's like too soon, isn't it? I need to find a way to just add a gap in here, because if you try moving a clip it just seems to overlap. Or did it move them all? No. It just like cuts the following clip. So I don't know how to do that. But yeah, that was a bit better. Maybe like this. Yeah, so I'm gonna do that kind of idea for all of the other little items now, so I can add in the flower next. And then this one will be done. Okay, that is now exporting, so I've done all of those initial cuts that I wanted to do for the reels, and I just need to add some voiceovers. But yeah, that was kind of a bit too much to fit in today, so I'll probably try to do that next week. But it's almost 5 o'clock now, so that's everything for today and for this video. Next week I'm going to do a lot more crafting and creative projects, hopefully, as well as recording those voiceovers. But yeah, for now that's the end of this video. If you didn't see my introduction video to this new series of vlogs, you can check that out, or just go and watch one of my other videos, and I will see you next time. Bye!